everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Paradigm Shift Show. I am your host, Natha, an entrepreneur, a strategist, and someone who is always looking for new ways to challenge the way we think and work. And today, I am not alone. You know, I'm never alone. I have my guest here with me in the person of Mr. D. Hey, Mr. D, how you
Hi
doing?
Natha, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Please tell us who you are.
My name is Damnola. My name is Damnola, Mr. D, like you said. But I like just leave it Dammy. I like it Dammy. Like Gen Z's, we Gen Z's don't like calling our name so much. Dammy, call me
Uncle,
Dammy.
introduce yourself.
Yes,
Thank
call me
you.
Dammy. Call me Dammy.
Okay, Dammy.
Yeah. Alright. But we're not alone.
Right.
You know, we have a very wonderful person here.
Yes, we have
Yes.
a very gorgeous
Yes,
guest
yes,
in the
hold on.
person of Miss Lydia. But before we introduce her, Paradigm Shift is all about changing the status quo,
Sure.
redefining what you already know, and
Yes.
trying to give you a new view and new perspective.
Exactly.
And today in the studio, we have someone who is going to be talking about a very amazing topic. This is one of my favorite topics. It's about the Gen Zs. Yes.
Yes, I think we are very important with the Gen Z.
Calm down.
For you to talk about us.
Calm down.
Why does it talk about the old men? Why about the Gen Zs?
Okay.
Yes. Why about us?
So, Dami is a Gen Z. We know that. His
I am
blood
a
is
Gen
hot.
Z. My
But
blood is hot.
before we come to him, let us introduce our guest in the person of Miss Lydia.
So I'm supposed to do like this as a Gen Z, right?
No, you're not a Gen Z.
No.
Don't do
Supposed to
like
like
that.
this.
You're not a Gen Z, ma.
Okay.
Ma, are you a Gen
I'm
Z?
not.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
So, Miss Lydia is here with us, and please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Okay. So my name is Lydia Modupe Ugochukwu Ofoni, and I am the founder of LDM Global Concepts. So our company is focused on empowering communities with innovative solutions like agriculture, transportation, power backup systems, and hospitality. And we understand the fact that when you empower communities, they will in return give back to the society. And that's where you still have Gen Zs. They are still the ones that will still do the job. But before then, that's just a brief introduction about myself, and I'm happy to be here.
It's such an honor to
I'm trying
have
to
you
say, we
here.
the Gen Z do the hard work.
You work smart, but let's move on.
Oh, God. Thank you.
We're going to have serious issues here, Gen Z.
Yes.
It's such an honor to have you on the show
Thank
today,
you. I'm
man.
glad to be
So,
here.
Mr. Gen Z, could you please introduce the
No, Mr.
topic?
Dami, please.
Okay,
Dami.
Mr. Dami, kindly
Yes.
introduce the topic. Thank you.
Yeah, we're talking about the soft life phenomenon.
Okay.
You know, there's an ideology that we Gen Zs, we too soft. But me, I'm not a soft guy and I'm a Gen Z. And you know, and like you already said, we do most of the work these days, all the tech job, everything by the Gen Zs. But now there's a phenomenon that we want to live the soft life and live the hard life. I mean, live the hard life, then live in the soft life. I know that's true, but what? Cha? I'm gonna dig
So
it.
let me take up the question before the Gen Z takes over the floor. Millennials, please. This is the question. The soft life movement, which this Gen Zs are all about, is it a way to run away from reality, or run away from actually challenging roles in Nigeria or in the world generally? We're not talking about Nigeria. The soft life in quotes phenomenon. Do you think it's a way they're trying to avoid what they should do? Carry on tasks and responsibilities.
People will be shocked. I'm a millennial, but I'm sitting here to back up Gen Zs anyway.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, that's because I have basic points that I want to put out there. A lot of people have this notion that Gen Zs, they want just the soft life.
Right.
But since the beginning of the Gen Zs, they have actually changed a lot of things.
Okay.
In terms of leveraging on technology, innovation, digital space, and so far, because we have the presence of Gen Zs in corporate organizations, it has become a safe space. Then you could go to work and you'll be working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The millennials didn't have that audacity to say, oh, you have to pay me extra. But with the audacity of Gen Zs, you won't do that.
Why?
Because
Why will you keep me for so long? And
this
not
is what
paying
we're
me?
talking
That was
about.
wrong.
So I understand the fact that they are bold to make some decisions, but it's very impactful and is useful for everyone. Then talking about the soft life, you talked about soft life,
Yes,
right?
soft
I'm
life.
a millennial and I'm a soft babe,
Ah, okay.
right? But I want to enjoy the soft life more because of what I see.
Okay.
I'm not a one woman kind of person. I'm not rigid with my own conviction. I want to always learn. Like I see what they do and I put it to work. I see how they handle things and I put it to work. We could tell that out of 10% of the number of people working right here in the studio, we have a lot of Gen Zs.
Right.
Millennials could not do that before. Forgive me, millennials.
I beg
please.
to differ,
But
though.
please, yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
They would rather go for just a 9 to 5 and be okay with 50,000 naira as a salary.
Okay.
Or they want to just be a banker, a doctor, a lawyer, but they don't have money in their account. But now I am enjoying the collaboration. I am enjoying the opposition. You know, sometimes good competition is healthy.
Indeed.
You know, when you see someone doing well and you want to do the same thing. So we're enjoying the collaboration. So right here, I'm sitting for the influence of GenZ in our era. They are not running for hard work. They are redefining structure.
We are very hardworking.
They are redefining structure. Nevertheless, there can be a balance. Okay, so I'll just allow you to, if you have other questions,
Yes,
before I go further, because I have points.
Okay.
I have
we'll
my
get
points.
to that.
We'll get to that.
Yes,
All right.
but from my perspective, I feel like most Gen Zs do not actually know the difference between soft life, wanting a soft life, and laziness. And this is what I'm talking about. Before his hair is fuming, there's fire on flames.
Can
on
I
his
say
head.
something
Yes.
to that? An educated Gen Z that went to school, that is well schooled and manner, understands soft life.
Okay.
The ones that are not educated.
Now let's define soft life before
Okay.
we move forward. Now, I work hard. I make money. I want to take care of myself. I
Yeah.
want to, get the fine things of life. To me, that is soft life. But when you speak to most of these Gen Zs, what you hear is, I don't want to do much. I just want to relax and be taken care of. I want the baby girl life. Now, these are two perspectives to having a soft life. And in all honesty, I get your point about, okay, Gen Zs work hard and all. But when you see people who talk about soft life within the Gen Z era, they don't want to do
I
much.
beg to differ.
Okay.
Okay. I said earlier, unless that Gen Z is not well schooled,
Okay.
these Gen Zs, they go for professional courses.
Oh God.
They are
I mean,
skilled.
the millennials do
They
that
are
as
skilled.
well.
Before we would just go enroll for a course because we want promotion in the
Who are the
workplaces.
lecturers right now? Who are the top
Have you go to
managers in
universities
different
where you have Gen
organizations?
Zs? You know, there was a day I went to, I think, Nine University. So a lecturer of mine was there teaching, and I went there, and he was smiling.
Okay.
And in my mind, why are you smiling? You did not smile with us.
Okay.
1, 2, the environments, secure, peaceful, beautiful. They were using a desktop to teach. I sat on the ground sometimes. So I would say that things are changing. No one wants to be behind. A very educated Gen Z that is schooled, they have professional courses. They understand what it takes to travel. They have streams of income. They would work, understand the reason to travel, to get knowledge, to be versed with what is happening in the
I
world.
feel proud to be a Gen Z
But
right
those
now.
that are not well schooled, you see those ones. That's why I would always say who you listen to matters a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we have random people saying Gen Zs are everywhere. Go check tech companies. The technology that we are leveraging on today,
Yeah.
Gen Zs, is still soft life. You can send money from the UK to Nigeria with just your transfer. These apps were developed by Gen Zs, not millennials.
Okay.
Okay. Then when you go to, talking about soft life, normally a millennial is okay with 50K. They're okay with just one pair of shoe. They think that's good conduct. But now I am enjoying the competition.
Okay.
So for Gen Zs, not all of them are lazy.
Right.
It's not all of them that is just talking about, oh, this is a soft life and they are not doing anything about it.
Right.
They are doing things about it.
We're hustling.
Yes, they are hustling. They have you see a banker coming back from work. She's making a dress that she's posting the next day. And that's giving her money.
Right.
You see someone that is baking. Someone goes to work 9 to 5 and she's back. Weekend, she's going to cook. You have baking skills. So who you listen to? A lot of people go on social media and they listen to only the Gen Zs that are doing BBL. Sorry, oh, madam, sorry. No drugs, please. I don't have anything wrong in you taking care of yourself. Let me clear that part. Okay, but I think the people you follow and you listen to matters a lot. In my organizations, I have a lot of Gen Zs and they are doing work. In fact, I don't work too much. Mine is to travel, go to states and do some other jobs while they handle what's happening around. So the ones around me and the people that I know, that I follow, go to Deloitte, PwC, Ernst & Young. They are Gen Zs. First class. What are we talking about? This is the real soft life. Soft life is not about taking pictures on an island. You don't know how to afford that. Funny
But
enough,
Gen Zs were affording it.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's good to enjoy life.
You said something about social media, and just want to know, do you think that social media has brought about unrealistic want or crave for wealth with these young stars we have these days?
Yeah, for that one, I would say yes, because not all of them are developed enough to make right choices when it comes to social media. You know, that's where I told you about a balance, right? So for millennials, they have this patience. You know, they have emotional intelligence.
Perseverance.
They have perseverance.
Right.
You know, but for a Gen Z, they just want to do it at
Action.
once.
Want to do this
Yeah.
out.
Okay, they are not ready to wait. They just want to round up. So they are not taking their time to find out what's going on social media. They just take in what they see. It's not supposed to be like that. So I would say for the social media space, it's not helping the Gen Zs.
On that, I would not agree that yes, we're not patient enough. Yes, we don't even like things. We don't like delay. I like things to happen very fast. You know, when you tell me this is going to happen, I want it to happen right now. I think that's part of the things we have to shift our paradigm from as being a Gen Z, because I'm here to open. I'm open to learn. So yeah, good and fine. I'm also learning on behalf of other Gen Zs out there that yes, we need to be patient, more patience on the way we handle things.
Yeah, because the impatience tends to push young, definitely not just young people, but because our focus now is on the young people, the impatience tends to push them into unnecessary things like,
Yes,
you know,
sure.
the Yahoo, we're talking about always rituals, you know, prostitution and the rest of them. I think, yeah, patience is required from you guys.
Just to add to that, first of all, I didn't appreciate your podcast, but now I'm appreciating your podcast because of what you do and what you stand for.
Thank
So
you.
when it comes to that influence and how they look out there in terms of fraudsters and doing the wrong stuff, I think it starts with everyone. You have a Gen Z in your house, you have a teenager, you have a youth. They are looking up to you. They are
Right.
watching you act. What you do matters. So before you push it out there generally to all of them that are misbehaving, you have a brother that comes to the house with 1 million naira.
And you don't even
Tell
ask
them
where he
to
brought
break it
from.
down. I'm not saying you can have 1 million naira. Why not? If you work smart and hard, you can. But tell them to break it down. Or you have a daughter, a niece. She comes showing cleavage. Or she comes saying, oh, a man is coming to visit me. And you say, oh, those, my sister, oh, my daughter. And God will bless you. That's how we'll survive. It's not really them. What are you doing about it? You're a parent, you're an uncle, you're an auntie. What are you doing about it? You're a neighbor. You're a neighbor, but you can't stop playing loud music. You can't stop wearing chains that you cannot afford. You have people always coming around to smoke everything, smoke the place. And you're complaining about a child that is online or a Gen Z that is online. It starts with every one of us.
Indeed.
It starts with us. So let's do something about it. It's a good conversation we're having because it's very sensitive.
Indeed.
But we should be able to let them understand we can collaborate.
Right.
And don't chase them away. There is this, I used to do it, when I get to a place and I see a younger person, you have to greet me. When you're not greeting, I'm like, do you know my age?
How could I greeted
Why
you?
are you not
Hey.
greeting? Do you know how far I've gone?
Right.
The dues I've paid? But I learn. I want to work with them. I want us to have a balance. So there are ways you can talk to them and they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And they listen to you.
And you learn more from us.
Yes.
Facts. We know a lot of things, so that you don't
Okay,
know.
can you calm down?
I know, right?
So that's just my point in terms of that social
Right.
the negative aspect of it.
Speaking of how far and how hard you've worked,
Yeah.
right, and how you expect these youngsters to respect you, I feel like one other issue that we have these days, and I really want to know how we can navigate through, is you see a young person who probably is just aspiring to get into the university school and stuff, and this person is wanting, she sees you looking all bougie and classy, and she just wants to be like you instantly. Like, she wants to have all you have, she wants to have your GLK if you do, she wants to wear the longest bone streets and all. What do we do to help these people know that, listen, I had to put in a lot of work to get here?
First of all, most of them are actually having identity crisis, and most of them have been neglected by parents, society. They need love. You have to let them know that they are loved, first of all. Then let them know that they can get there. I tell people, see, you can be anything you want to be when you go through the right process. Everything takes time. So while you're going to school, if you want to look good, you don't have to go get designers to look good. It's good to look good. So get your things together, iron your clothes, make sure they are clean. Go online, check for good colors and combine it. And you will look astounding out there. Okay, you want to get to a point where you can afford luxury, go to school. Learn a skill. Grow, you will get there. The successful people we have in the country and in the world today, they broke into success from 50, 60. Though the Gen Zs are changing it, that's what I was talking about, the narrative, because tech is paying so well, and content creating is paying so well. So if you want to make money, do it right and do it well. Don't be lazy.
But then the problem is, we see just their input in tech. What about morals? What about other angles, other aspects? Life is much, of course, tech rules the world, but life is much more than tech. So why is it just tech we're seeing their impact?
Okay, so it's not just tech.
Where?
You have banking. Go to the banks.
Oh, the managers of banks are,
go to consulting firms. I just listed 3 big consulting firms right now.
Who are the leaders in those firms? Who are the pace setters in those firms?
Though you have partners, but people that are working really hard and bringing these organizations into the limelight are the Gen Zs.
Thank you. The
reason is because sometimes you want to do a presentation before their era. It will take you a month to go through a presentation. You are cancelling. You are writing again. But thank you for AI. You have ChatGPT. They can restructure for you and go over it.
That was so I have all Gen Z.
Some of these millennials cannot even project to the screen right now. They cannot project their.
Cut us some slack. It wasn't there in our time.
As much as I'm standing up,
cut us some slack.
We are the one behind the camera. We are the one behind the laptop. You say, help us, please. Next. Come and do it by yourself.
But that's not true.
That's not true.
Because we have a lot of millennials that are managers.
Thank you for standing with me.
They are managers. They are MDs.
I mean, every company you see managers.
They are executives.
They
are speaking out there. They have programs that are advocating for the
I was very happy when you came on and you said, you were part of me. You were part of me.
So I'm for a balance.
Yes.
Right.
True
I'm not
and
just
true.
for Gen Z.
But for
a
fact
balance.
is that we do more of the smart works. And part of that smart work is, example, like you said, in the banking sector, maybe you have a presentation or in your company, we are the one that we give that flash drive. We're the one that will tell you, okay, this is when the next one will pop up. Yes.
So I do not agree.
Do you know when I started carrying projectors?
Thank you. I was about to go there.
You know, you were not born then.
You can go everywhere with your flash drive. If you do not have an experience, if you don't have the experience, you're going to flop.
You give us, it's in our system that you will put the flash
It's not
drive.
about, so I was talking about them not being patient.
That is it.
So they are not patient. They just want to do whatever it is.
Right.
But the experience is still here.
Yeah, I mean, we're still the ones helping
like,
you guys.
When we're looking for unemployment now, there are a lot of things that keep us aside as a Gen Z or maybe a young graduate.
Okay.
Now, because we're talking about the intellectual Gen Zs now.
Right.
Now we have gone to school. I'm a Gen Z, but I'm a graduate
Of
as well.
course.
So I've gone to school. Now, when you're looking for a job, they'll tell you if you don't have 6 years experience. So they should just tell us they are not employing us now.
Okay.
You see, that's where their laziness comes in. Why will you focus on just applying to the banks? or applying to just one organization.
That's why we don't even
Don't you
apply
want to
again.
learn?
We don't want to apply.
Go and check for there are a number of companies, organizations that are employing. You don't have to be just for tech. Do you understand? You have HR managers.
Why in sports?
You have sports, even in entertainment. There are different departments. So they are disadvantaged. What we have, the challenge we have with Gen Z is they are not patient.
Yeah. Okay, so we've been talking about tech. I feel like technology has made this Gen Zs or these young people generally more inclined to easy money. Because yes, we know that we have to work smart. But remember what you're saying. The perseverance to want to, gradually try and, apply for jobs and gradually get to the top is what they lack. So do you really think that technology, would you agree with me rather, that technology has caused that impatience?
I won't say technology has caused impatience because outside the Gen Zs, technology has helped even millennials and the ones before the millennials. Right? So technology is doing a lot outside Gen Zs. So we can't say the impact of technology or the presence of technology has caused a very big harm for them. No, I won't say that. I would say that's why we need centers for advocacy. We need people to speak up. Let them know what they can do. Before, being a fashion designer was not a big deal. But now we have the like of Vic James.
Right.
We have bigger designers. They put it together and they style it and it's out there. They're making money. So what they need to do, we need to encourage them more. We need to give them that orientation. Let's have platforms where we invite both the millennials and the Gen Zs to come on board. We teach them, give them tools. Like I would say my own organization, we do for community.
Okay.
But generally, we can work with both Gen Zs and millennials.
Right.
Call for centers. Let them know. Get them skilled. Okay, let them know about agriculture. Agriculture, it's very good. It's another money, a way you can make money,
mine.
right? Sure. Okay, so while other people are concentrating on tech, they can get money from seedlings.
I doubt they would want to do that with
They
their
love
long
money.
nails.
One thing you can catch them is that
I
they
have
love
a poultry
money.
myself.
You do?
I do.
Well, that's
There are
impressive.
a lot of things that we used to do that I don't know.
Impressive.
Yes.
So
We have
I think
poultries, we have farms, and a lot of agricultural things. Anything that is bringing money right now, Gen Zs were part of it.
Okay.
Fact.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Go on.
Please go on, madam.
so. I was saying that their catch is money.
right.
Thank you.
Their catch is money. It's just like a child that is crying and wants something. Give the child ice cream. The child is calm. So it's easy for us to really study Gen Zs and know what they want and what they're about. They love the soft life. They want money. Teach them.
But then there's this saying that I'm not sure I can remember exactly, but this is how it goes. Wisdom is hidden, or secrets are hidden in a book. But
They
our Gen
read.
Zs don't read.
They read more than millennials.
When last did you open a book to read, Mr.
I
Dami?
have a library.
Please
of
prove
books.
me right.
When last?
I have a library.
When
of
last
books.
did
Do
you
know what that
open the
means?
book?
I have a library of books.
When last?
I love to
Please,
read.
what book
When
are you
last?
reading now?
Exactly.
Yes, books about productivity.
What's
you
the
know.
name? Who wrote it?
What
now.
book are you
James
reading
Clear.
now?
The book I'm reading now.
Please give him.
James
No,
Clear.
I'm impressed.
Good habits. And because I have a lot of bad habits, like you said,
Okay.
patience, time management, I know that affects the Gen Z. So I'm fixing that with my James Clear book, Atomic
Okay.
Habits. And even the millennials, that there are a lot of millennials that don't even know how to
Please,
manage
John
time.
Maxwell, we're there, we're
Let me
leaders.
not attack them, because my aunties and my uncles, they are watching me right now. They will attack me at home.
Oh, wow.
But fact is, we learn, and that's how we could do things. We learn these days. YouTube is there for everything. I'm learning videography, I'm learning video editing. You can be at the comfort of your home. That's where the soft lives come from. That's how I see my soft
Work
life.
is smart, huh?
Yes, because I can be in my house and I will learn a lot of things. Not being soft. I don't need to start looking for a job in this place. I can apply for remote jobs. That's soft life to me, and that kind of life I no go stop.
But you still need okay, so there's something I need to put in there.
Right.
Experience is very important.
Sure.
Okay, so for Gen Zs, it's good you have experience. For me, I would always tell my colleague then, while I was still working under an organization, that I'm the best. You can't do more than I do. And that's because I pay attention to details. I take my time, I research, and I make sure I deliver. So it's good for them to go for experience. When you are out of university or you're not yet in school, don't just, even while you do, just while you do your content creating or other jobs, try to go and be taught. Try to go to an organization, work with them, learn something. There is something about a structured place when you are under a place and you have to be disciplined. You know, they tell you this is what you should do. You learn. You don't just, no man is an island.
Right.
You can't say because you can hold a camera, you just go start shooting pictures or start taking pictures. Try to get under someone that is well experienced and learn.
Mentorship.
Yes, mentorship is very important, right? Then go through a structured organization so you can go through the process. If not, you will crash. In as much as you have the talent, you have the skill, if you're not mentored properly, you don't have the discipline, you don't have that stretch. You can carry this camera and you can't get the right angle of picture, you drop it. Why someone that is experienced is taking his time to find out why that angle is not there. So there's a difference. When I come out with my job and you come out with your job, there will definitely be a difference from mine and yours.
Right.
So try and add patience. Try and go under mentorship. No matter the skill you have,
Sure.
who you think you are, where you think you've traveled to, get a mentor, someone that is ahead of you. Get
No matter how
enrolled.
much you
Yes.
have.
No matter how much you have, where you think you've traveled to, who your father is.
There are a lot
Yeah.
of rich millennials. I mean,
Gen
Gen
Zs,
Zs now.
yes.
They are very rich.
They
now.
will
Want to
crash.
Listen, want to listen to Natha.
They will crash. If you don't listen, you
You're
will
going
crash.
to have to listen to me sometime so you don't crash.
Yes.
So
Your program will crash.
speaking of that, so we have a lot of noise in the air. You know, this Gen Z is hearing so many things, peer pressure, what they are saying. You know, a lot of people doing well, and then they feeling like they are not enough. They're not doing enough, even though they are trying so hard. Because in all honesty, I mean, there's nobody you send a message to now that you do not see the auto message that says, "Welcome to so and so. We sell so and so." And it's beautiful to see. But then a lot of them are pressured into a lot more because they feel they are not meeting up. So to round up this beautiful episode, because of time, I would like you to speak to the Gen Zs, speak to the youths, speak to people who have lost their identity. What would you want to tell them if you were their sister, their mother?
Okay, so first of all, I love you. We all love you. Millennials
you.
love Gen Zs.
Yes,
And
we do.
you're welcome in the space. Don't think you're being sidelined in any way or press. Just open up yourself to learning and get help when you need the help. You know, a lot of Gen Zs, like I said, not just Gen Zs, a lot of people have identity crisis. A lot of them are suffering from neglect, parental neglect, societal neglect. But you need to open up yourself to get help. Seek for help. Check around you and then get to learn something. Never feel less of yourself. I love the fact that you are bold, but know why you're bold. You are not bold or beautiful because of the clothes you wear, because of the place you live in. It's because of what is on the inside of you, of who you are. If they call you, who are you? What do you do? What level of excellence can you bring to a place? How can you change the narrative? So these are very important. Before anybody that is being artificial comes to you to try to show off, to make you feel uncomfortable, please, not your tie. If you're a guy, sit properly with the knowledge you have and face them. Square up, like just face them and let them know this is who I am. But with facts. So you have to get knowledge for yourself, be mentored, ask for help, be open to learn, to guidance, and be the best. Be patient, be the best. I solicit for excellence, being the best. Like, you have to be the best. If you want to be a financial analyst, you want to be an expert, be the best. You want to be a programmer, be the best. You want to be a marketing, an executive, a CEO, be the best. Stand out. So take time. Put into yourself, it will come out. You don't need someone to tell you your identity. Once you take your time, if you need to heal, a lot of people they're not healed yet. They are
I
going
also
through.
believe a lot of Gen Z needs to, like, their identity, know who they really are. We are Gen Z. The world is already diverse. already we're meeting a lot of things, corruption here and there, but know who you really are and study to show yourself approved, like she said, get in mentorship, get in line of what you really want and know somebody that
That's
does
it,
that
GenZ.
better. Judo. I'm a smart Gen Z.
Oh,
So
nice.
thank you. So and I know there are a lot of smart Gen Z right there outside that we're actually suffering. A lot of them are suffering because, like I said, job now, you say if you have experience, that's where the mentorship comes in. Before you go apply for a job, and while applying for a job, they are internship right now. Can go for internship programs. Get to learn more before you even apply for that job. That's why they will seek experience. I'm a Gen Z, I'm suffering from it because I cannot apply for a job. You tell me you don't have 6 years experience. And when did I leave the school? Like, you tell me I don't have 7 years experience and all of that. So like, by the time you are gaining that experience, meeting people for mentorship, studying, don't worry, that job will come for you. And as a Gen Z, don't worry, every time we'll beat them. Everybody that is there, they'll learn from us.
So another thing they can do, be both to make your contacts, connection. So you go to an event and you have governors, senators, DGs, and MDs.
Yeah.
The opportunity to be there.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity for you to be there. Don't just go and eat or sit down to take pictures. Be bold to walk up to a senator, to a DG. This is who I am.
Yes.
Sorry, sir. I do this. And before you go anywhere, get your cards, complimentary cards. So that's what I was talking about, knowing who you are. Be ready for anything. So when you go to a wedding, you go to a gathering, let's say a social gathering, don't just go there for pictures. Who are there? Targets. Who is sitting here? Who is sitting here? Walk up to them. What's the worst they can say?
And truth are, Gen Zs are the one that will be doing the selfie, Snapchat.
So it can really work.
They are great.
So just walk up to them. I would always tell, I have sales team. I say, go to that senator.
Drop your phone.
What's the best they can do? No. Go again.
Good.
Out of 10, one person will give you a call.
Right.
So be bold to have your targets. Don't just go anywhere.
We have been speaking so much about what the Gen Z should and should not do. I think we should rather now talk about what the millennials or the older generation should do to help put these young people on the right track. What do you think, governments, the older generation?
Because we learn from them.
I know, right? So what do you think they should do to help put them in the right track?
So I think we should be very present. A lot of these people, they lack guidance and the presence of mentors and older ones. So just be present for them. Welcome them. They are not against us. They are not against millennials. And have a bigger picture. Working with the Gen Z, you make more money. So as a millennial, welcome them, encourage them, pay if you're opportunity to give scholarships to them. You know someone that is very skilled or someone that can do so well. How about enrolling like 10, 20 people and say, okay, I want you to learn photography. I know you'll be very good. I want you to go into catering. Support them. Be a good listener. Don't just shut them. Some of them don't talk because before they say a word, you already tell them to shut up because you're a millennial or you're the bigger person. Give them room to express themselves and encourage them, support them, be part of their journey. Just be part of their journey. And like I would always say, just a little drop of water can make an ocean, can make a river. There's an adage, I don't know how to put it, but just be supportive in your own place, your environment. You can check public schools, just one person. Be accountable for one person. Help others. You have an uncle, there is an employment somewhere, they need staffs. Just share it out. Bring them in. They will be better.
Right.
Yeah, they'll be better. I strongly believe collaboration and being present for them is going to change the narrative of the world. It's going to change the narrative of our country, even the social space, and just be open and present. So that's my take.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma, for the nuggets you dropped today. It's been such an inspiring episode. And it's been a pleasure having you on this episode. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dami, for giving us an insight into what the Gen Zs go through on a daily basis. So this is the end of today's episode, and it's been such a great time. For the Gen Zs, I hope you got something. There should be depth. Show yourself. Read. Study to show yourself approved. It's not about the beautiful hair. It's not all about the beautiful outfits. It's about what you have inside of you. What's the substance you have inside of you? And for the millennials and the older generation, please do well to empower somebody. Empower this young generation. Mentor them. Find one person to change his or her life. And you'll be doing you'll be doing this generation a huge favor, teaching just one Gen Z. Thank you so much for being on this episode with us. If you enjoyed it, do well to follow and like and subscribe to our YouTube channels. And do not forget to like our Facebook pages and follow us on Instagram and on X. We host spaces every Saturday at 7 p.m. on X. It's been an honor having you guys with us. Have an enjoyable day.